So, you got a Jeep, a newer one, or you may be thinking about buying a Jeep. Well, there's a little bit of a mess that this creates when you have to use a cable to connect to your Uconnect head system. And what does that do? It leaves you a mess of draping cord all over the place. What do you do with that? We might have a solution for you today. So check out this video. Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel today. Don't forget, please like and subscribe and share this with your friends and family. Alrighty, so as we talked about in the little intro there, we have these cables that we have to use, and I don't know about you, but I really don't want to keep unplugging them and putting them away and coming back. So I think I've come up with a decent solution. I've another channel that I've watched, Rob Motive, check him out as well. He's got a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. He has thought of some ideas, but of course I kind of came up with my own a little bit here too. So as a recap, we're going to do a couple of recaps of things today. We bought this bulletproof mount, which is super solid. It hardly moves at all. This is a perfect spot for where I'm going to be keeping my phone. And it just pops in here like that. And then I take the cord and plug it in right there. And then what I've decided to do is I bought these on Amazon, and I'll put a link below. It actually just kind of holds the cord there in the way, out of the way. So the phone sits high enough where it doesn't actually interfere with the top corner of your Uconnect screen. As from the driver, you can actually still see the temperature that you're set at. It doesn't mess with the actual vents, so when you're blowing the hot or cold air, it actually is not going to mess around with that whatsoever. It doesn't mess with my hand turning around here as well, because this actually keeps the cord out of the way. I'm thinking about finding another one to put maybe down lower, but these darn dashes nowadays have this textured material, which is why I had to switch this with the adhesive back up to the top on this smooth area right there. It's actually sticking and not moving at all. When I put it down on the side over here, it actually fell off twice. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to work right there anymore. So I've come up with this kind of solution that I think this keeps the cord out of the way. And when we're done with the vehicle, ready to get out, I just pop the cord out, just let it go there, pop my phone out, we're good to go. It's not laying around, it's just right there. You don't have the key in, you're not driving, so that's just not draping all over the floor. So it's super simple. Pop the phone in, just grab this, plug it in, and you're good to go. You're all set. So I think that's a cool solution. So that's what we have for starters today. There's a couple other things that we did. Found these, again, cool things on Amazon. Grab handles that are Velcro. So they make the Mopar ones, which are really cool, that actually attach to the couple of bolts up here, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted something a little more flexible in mounting and taking off. Now, yes, you do have to take the Freedom top off to put these on. I mean, you don't have to. I was able to get one of them on, but it's a lot easier. And we took the top off for the first time yesterday, and it was nice and simple. We didn't do a video on that because it's just like, we needed all four hands to do it just to be safe. I didn't want to get any dings on this brand new vehicle. But these aren't necessarily meant for pulling yourself up into a vehicle if you're a heavier person like we are. We used to call them back in the day the bleep handles. So it's something to grab onto when maybe you have a sudden turn and your passenger's like, oh boy, I want to hold on. And this is also going to work perfect for maybe when we're off road as well. So if we decide to go doorless at some point in time, these will actually be really important as well, especially for the passenger. Now, I thought they were going to get in the way of my vision and my head. But the way I get in and out of the vehicle, I have not touched this at one point. It is not in my vision. Everything I need to see is actually right out of the way. So these with the Velcro in the front and back work perfect. It's going to help my mom when she comes on the upcoming road trip with us. We'll actually show you something else that we have a solution for, maybe the height challenge people. So we're going to go ahead and recap again. What we ended up doing so far inside is the bulletproof mounting system for your mobile devices. Just a little cool rubberized adhesive back cord organizer. The good old grab handle tray, which, by the way, in watching another channel on Quadratech, they have these trays as well. A little more expensive, but they form fit a little bit better. The concern was, this says airbag right here. I don't know if you can get a good video of that. It says airbag. That's not where the airbag deploys from. The actual airbag deploys from up inside here, so it pops out and up. and the airbag comes out. That's what I understand. So the concerns that were coming over this little tray in the grab handle area, blocking your airbag deployment, it is not true. You don't need to worry about it. The thing you would need to worry about is if you have something in that tray that's tall, gets up in front here, it potentially will shoot that at your passenger. So keep that in mind. You don't want to store things in there. It's good for a phone, like in the other video we showed. So why don't we go ahead and step out and finish up the brief review we had today. All right, to the back, as you can see, the grab handles right here. Again, they're not going to be super strong to pull yourself up into it unless you're probably under 150, 180 pounds, but it should work to help people get up and in. So for the height challenge people, what we decided to do, if you want to pop that side down, Becca, that'd be awesome. We were able to find the storage as the very first video walk around. Go back and check that out. There's some cool storage that comes back behind the seats here. I got some shopping bags, so I can have these in here when we go shopping. But we also have this cool little stool. This stool is a little 9-inch stool that folds down. It's going to be perfect to set outside the door to help your height challenge or maybe elderly passengers that might need a little bit more assistance. So with this and the grab handles plus the stock handles that are in here, there is plenty of help for people to get in and out of this vehicle. Now, this is not much of an issue right now at the stock height, but coming in the next couple of days, we're going to have a 3.5-inch lift and bigger rims and tires put on here. So this is going to be an important piece to have along with us. This is going to be part of our regular travel with for anybody that's actually going to be coming and getting into this, in and out of this vehicle. Okay?
It's the mom stool.
It's the mom stool, we're calling it, which is exactly right. Nice, quick, easy fold down.
We offered it to my dad to have him help him get in, but he turned it down.
He declined. This just goes right back there and pop, does not get in the way. So we also have another storage back here. I'm going to go ahead and say I've got some paperwork. The glove box is not very deep, so I'm going to keep some of my paperwork back here because there's actually a lock that we can actually lock this and it stays up. So when you're going topless, you lock this with your actual key and it protects things. Keeps people from peering in here and popping the seat down and stealing stuff. So that's pretty cool. So the seats also come up over here just like this. And what I've decided to do as well is put a few things inside. The Jeep is kind enough to give you the Torx wrench set. So every Torx bit on here for taking the top off, for letting your windshield down, and maybe putting things on your cowl mounts on the front on the A-pillar section. These tools allow you to do that with a couple of bits that they have in there. So this is cool. I decided to store it in here along with the diesel exhaust fuel funnel. It's nice that they give you this so you're not spilling that stuff down the side of your vehicle. We're keeping a little light in here, a little rechargeable flashlight that's imperative when you're out on the road. And then we've also, you want to pop that up, honey? I've decided to put some bungee cords for when we take stuff to the dump. We got yard waste that we can finally take. I had in my GMC Yukon, we'd had to actually open up the hatch and put a tarp down and put them in the back and take them there. Didn't have to secure them, but here in the back of the rig, even though it's only about 2 miles to the transfer station, I'm going to have bungee cords in here at all times. We've also have some extra dividers that we're not using right now. Have a little air compressor as an emergency until we get something that's running on board for us. We'll eventually get one that's kind of mounted within the vehicle, but this is a good place to store some stuff and get it out of the way. So I have now very close to fully transitioned to the new vehicle from all the stuff I had in the old vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and turn around and go right out to the front of the vehicle for one more thing. All right, so as we came back around in front of the vehicle here, we're just recapping the antenna, stubby antenna that we bought here. It replaces that horribly chrome looking whip thingy that was, if you're driving at freeway speed, 60, 70 miles an hour, that thing, and especially in a windstorm that we just had, was whipping back and almost hitting the vehicle. So we replaced it with this rugged ridge 13-inch stubby antenna. Has not compromised our reception one bit. Our FM all around here has not gotten any type of static to it, so it works great. So that being said, going forward, look forward to the next few videos coming up. We're going to have a naming video where we want you guys to help us think about a good name for this vehicle, this beautiful blue vehicle. We're also going to look at maybe doing some contests down the road. So we're going to be looking for your comments, we're going to be looking for your likes, and we're going to look for your subscribes. So please, let's get this count up. And I got a lot more stuff coming on this vehicle pretty soon, and I think you're going to like it. Thanks again for checking us out, and make it a great day. Weird, we're putting diesel in a vehicle. I had to remember to grab the green handle today. Good indicator is the cap is nice and green. People are looking at me like, what are you doing? Why are you putting that in that vehicle? Not realizing this is actually diesel. First fill up. Yay!